Welcome, beautiful souls, to 2026. I am SuperMaya, your magical storyteller, bridging coffee cups and constellations, deadlines and divine whispers. We just closed 2025, the year of the woody snake, a year of shedding skins, hidden lessons, and slow, deep transformations. Now we're entering the energy of the fiery horse, wild, passionate, forward moving, asking us, will you ride with courage or cling to the old ground? So, welcome. I hope all of you all had a wonderful New Year's, shedding the old of 2025 and stepping into 2026 with new, fresh energy, fresh skin, and fresh positive mind in order to see how the year would move forward. All right, so I really wanted to share a couple of beautiful experiences I just had in and about the end of 2025 and how I stepped into 2026. So take a breath with me, inhale and exhale. We're here, we made it. This episode is like us sitting together at the threshold of a door. Behind us is 2025. Ahead of us is 2026. Last year, in the Chinese zodiac calendar, the last year, 2025, was called the year of the woody snake. The snake is an energy of shedding, deep inner change, hidden transformation. Wood brings growth and slow strengthening, like roots growing underground where no one can see. Maybe your 2025 felt exactly like that. Not flashy, not obvious, but heavy, deep, confusing, and somehow quietly transformative. When I think of a woody snake here, I imagine a version of myself sitting on the floor with pages of my life scattered around her, relationships ending, old habits breaking, identities slipping through fingers, while on the outside, the world still expects her to smile and say, I'm fine. That's the version I imagine. And honestly, that was me for many years before I became SuperMaya, always shedding, always seeking, but not always knowing why. Imagine this with me, okay? This is the last week of December 2025. In this particular imagination that I would like you to come on with me right now, just imagine it being the last week of December. You're in your room. You're in your familiar space. Maybe there's a soft yellow tube light. Maybe it's daylight seeking in through the curtains. And you decide to declutter because that's what we all say at the end of the year, right? So you open your cupboard and suddenly there are piles everywhere. Old clothes that don't feel like you anymore, beauty products, half used and long forgotten, receipts, random notes, maybe a gift from someone who isn't in your life now. You sit in the middle of this mess and think, how did all of this accumulate? As you sort through it, your hands fall on an old notebook or journal. You weren't planning to read it, but you do. You flip it open and there she is, or he is. There you are, an old version of you. Your handwriting, your worries, your heartbreaks, all frozen in ink. I've done this many times. I've found pages where I wrote things like, why am I here? Why do my relationships keep repeating the same patterns? Why does my heart hurt like this for no clear reason? Will I ever find someone who sees me? In those old entries, I can sense my woody snake phase. That coiled energy, shifting, shedding, but not yet free. Maybe you've written similar things, or maybe your journal exists only inside your mind or in your late night thoughts. Could be. The woody snake here is the part of your journey where you feel like you're doing so much inner work, crying, questioning, healing, repeating, and yet on the outside, nothing seems to change. But just because it's not visible doesn't mean it's not happening. So stay with me for a moment and stay with the scene for a moment, please. You're sitting on the floor, surrounded by piles of your own history. You read an old line from one of your journals. I feel so alone. Or I don't recognize myself anymore. Or I want to start over. And suddenly you realize you're not that person anymore. Maybe you still have questions. Maybe you still feel confused, but there is something that has shifted, a softness where there was once only hardness, a tiny space between your thoughts and your reactions, a little more courage in your chest. If this is you listening right now, maybe your 2025 was full of breakups, job shifts, family dramas, health scares, identity crisis. On paper, it might look like a bad year, but what if I told you that was your woody snake work? You were shedding skins you had outgrown, even when it felt like you were just falling apart. Think of a time last year when you finally said no to something that drained you. You walked away from a conversation that always left you feeling small. You sat with your feelings instead of numbing them with your phone or Netflix. You asked yourself late at night, is this really how I want to live? These are not small moments. They are tiny revolutions. Little pieces of the old skin peeling away. So as we step out of 2025, can you honor the woody snake within you? The part of you that did the messy, unseen work of shedding, even when there was no applause, no clarity, no certainty. Now we stand at the doorway of 2026, the year of the fiery horse. Feel those words for a moment. Fiery horse. While the snake is low to the ground, moving quietly, shedding, the horse is upright, powerful, moving forward, mane flying, heart open. Fire is passion, courage, movement, transformation. After a year of deep hidden change, this year invites us into motion. Not chaotic, stressed motion, but soul-led movement. Imagine you've been stuck at a bus stop for a long time. You're waiting for your bus, but your time and your timing and your sign, all of these are what you're waiting for, but you feel tired. You're not even sure why or where you're going anymore. Then suddenly a horse appears in front of you, warm, alive, wild, but looking at you like, are you coming? It's time. That's the energy of the fiery horse. It doesn't ask for perfection. No, not at all perfection, but it does ask for your willingness. So before I became SuperMaya, I had my woody snake years too. I failed in relationships. I repeated triggers. I tried to work on myself and still felt like I was going in circles. Then came that dream with Lord Hanuman. When I woke up and realized the deep pain in my heart had disappeared, that was my moment of revelation. Then came the twin flame connection through a simple photograph. One moment of eye contact in 2D that opened a 5D doorway. Then came the channeled poem from Lalita Tripura Sundari Devi, the goddess, the Shakti, the epitome of divine feminine energy. And that was where my biggest questions were answered. Yes, you will unite with your twin flame. Yes, you will share, and you do share a soul purpose. And yes, there is meaning to all of this. Those were my fiery horse moments. Not because everything in my life suddenly became perfect, but because I finally said, okay, I'm listening. I'm ready to move. And that movement created the Mirror Tribe. Now let's come back to you. You might be listening to this in your room, on your way to work, on a walk, or while washing dishes. Maybe you're thinking, cool story, SuperMaya, but my life just feels normal, a bit messy, a bit tired. Where is this fiery horse for me? But here's the secret. The fiery horse doesn't always arrive as a big cinematic moment. Sometimes it appears as a tiny shift in how you respond to the same old day. This year, your fiery horse might look like the moment you finally send that message you've been afraid to send, the day you decide to start that creative project, podcast, poem, painting, or passion, whatever you've been postponing for years. That one conversation where you choose honesty over pretending. The morning you look in the mirror and instead of criticizing yourself, you say, I'm proud of you for surviving. These are all yes moments. Yes to yourself. Yes to your path. Yes to your inner fire. Right now, as you listen, feel into your body. Is there one area of your life that feels like the woody snake, stuck, heavy, repeating old patterns? And is there one tiny, small, human step that the fiery horse inside you is whispering? Not a big leap, just one step. Maybe it's rest, write, say what you really feel, let this go, forgive yourself. You don't need to announce it to the world, just notice it. That noticing is already the beginning of your ride. As we come together here at the Mirror Tribe, and as we welcome 2026 together, I want you to know this. You are not late. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are exactly where your soul needs to be. Somewhere between the last of your shedding and the first steps of your fiery ride. The woody snake here helped you release what you cannot carry into the next chapter. The fiery horse here invites you to move with heart, with courage, with honesty. And you never have to do it alone. That's why the Mirror Tribe exists. That's why SuperMaya is here. Not above you, not ahead of you, but beside you as a mirror. I am SuperMaya, your magical storyteller who bridges the rational world of daily routines and doubts with the mystical realm of divine dreams and soul awakenings. Through my grounded yet ethereal tales, I reflect your hidden power to both the skeptic seeking logic and mystic chasing stars, proving transformation is real, relatable, and waiting within you. If this episode touched something inside of you, please hit the like and subscribe button and share it with a soul who might be quietly shedding in their own woody snake year. And before you move on with your day, take one moment to look into your own mirror and ask gently, am I ready to take one small step with my fiery horse today? Remember, you're not just listening to this. You are the Mirror Tribe. If you do have any questions or interest in knowing any part of my spiritual awakening story elaborately, please do comment in this video here, and I would love to elaborate any certain segment of my entire awakening and its story in detail for you. The link to that video, which is the previous one that I uploaded, I will add and link it here in the description box. And please make sure that you like and subscribe this page and share it with someone who deserves to live life to the fullest. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one.